I don't believe that we can manufacture desperation in life. It has to be genuine.
Absolutely.
Is it fair to say, given the opponent and what happened late in game one, that this was a desperate situation, a game you could not afford to lose?
Absolutely. It's clear as day. Like, same thing happened in the Denver series. It's hard to win a series losing both at home. It's just hard. You set yourself back so much, and we knew that going into the game. The trick is trying to manufacture that desperation when it's not organic.
That's well said.
Yeah. But, yeah, we had one goal in mind tonight, and that was to get a W, and we did so.
The desperation that you spoke of, that was evident. But because you had gone through it with Denver, I wonder how much you were able just to remember, all right, damn near the same thing happened in that series, and we were able to come out on the other end of it. How do you make 48 hours productive? It's kind of a long wait. What does go into those moments of looking at film and being prepared for tonight and coming out with the aggression that we saw?
Yeah, I think the fire and the energy comes naturally. Now you just have to do a really good job of trying to stay in the moment and just figure out how to get better for the next game.
How about this building's ability? We just heard Rick Carlisle mention that this place is as advertised. This is the first time I've been here. He said he felt they took it to another level. Fair?
Yeah, absolutely. They do an amazing job, and every time it feels like it's the loudest it's ever been, they just keep going louder every game. But yeah, we besides the energy that comes so naturally in this building, especially in a desperate game, you just try to find a way to get better. And that's the main goal. Like, as long as you keep getting better through your experiences, you give yourself a chance.
Shai, you've spent so much time throughout this postseason playing not just from ahead, but comfortably ahead. But given the team you're playing and the capacity to come back that they've demonstrated over and over again, is there any point in this second half where the number is high enough that you feel like, all right, we're probably okay tonight?
No. Probably when it was like 15 with a minute left. This late in the season, like, you don't want to take anything for granted. Now, obviously, they have the track record of doing some miraculous things late game. And we learned that firsthand last game. So those moments, we kind of don't even give ourselves a chance to think that.
Understood.
With the goal at mind and the team that we're playing against, they're a really good basketball team. You don't make it this far without being a really good basketball team, and we know that. And we learned that the hard way game one.
Chet's a very, very talented young man.
Absolutely.
And he is still a young man who missed a significant amount of time this season with an injury. What's the message that you all put in his ear over the last couple of days to take game one, put it in the rear view, and be the guy we saw tonight? Because from the jump, he was different.
The special thing about Chet is nobody said anything to him.
Is that right?
Yeah. He's such a competitor, and he gets lost in the competition, and that's when he's the best version of himself. Now, he's going to go out there and make mistakes just like the rest of us. But his intentions, his intangibles, his skill set, and the things you just can't teach that he does on the basketball court, well, they'll take over as long as he continues to have that right mindset, which he does 99.999% of the time. And, yeah, you don't have to worry about Chet. He's going to be that guy.
Interesting. Through the years doing this, I always look at the guys looking at this, and I'm like, what are they looking at? Right now what I'm looking at is I'm looking at Wiggins and I'm looking at Caruso. 38 off the bench.
Yep.
The ability for them to contribute that significantly tonight, how important were their contributions to the overall victory?
Yeah, very. They always are. We are the team we are because of our depth and because of the punches that we can throw through 10, 11 men. Like, that's what makes it special. That's what makes us this historic defense, this historic season that we've had so far. We have guys that understand the goal in mind on both ends of the floor, and we can sit down, take breaks, and it doesn't drop off, and they did a great job tonight.
I'm interested in your perspective, the same thing I asked Tyrese the other night. This is 2 games in now. It's the finals. Anything feel different about what it is to you as you play? I mean, the numbers look like they always look, but I'm just interested in what you're processing. You're a human being, and these are the finals.
Absolutely. The losses hurt a little bit more, for sure. But I've tried to just tell myself, like as much as you can, just enjoy the process and enjoy the moment.
Are you?
Absolutely. It's been amazing. It's been everything I dreamed it to be. It's been, it's hard to even put into words and wrap my head around. It's been so fun. It's the best stage of basketball ever, of all time. And we get the opportunity to play in that. And that's how I try to view it. I try to view it as so many people die for this opportunity, and I have my whole entire life, and now I'm finally here. So just as much as I can, enjoy it, but keep that competitive fire.
I asked Aaron about it when he sat down with me. We're going to bring that interview to folks a little bit later in the show, and he said, yeah, I felt it when I took that heat check and he missed the rim. He said he was ready to light this place on fire, but I think we have to remind ourselves that, those of us that are lucky enough to cover this, and this is our job. It's your job too, but you've lived your whole lives waiting to be out there and to process it in real time and still compete. I guess that's the balancing act, yeah?
Yeah, absolutely. It's a crazy moment. So many emotions behind it, and they're natural. You can't get rid of them, no matter what.
Why would you want to?
Exactly. But once you get out there, it's like you feel it in the air. It's just basketball, and it's just you and your crew competing against another crew. And the crews are very good at this stage.
It's different than in the park. Sure, it's a little high level.
The crews are very good, but at the end of the day, it's competition, and you try to go out there and win.
What do you imagine it feels like Wednesday when you get to another building where they're cheering for the other squad?
Yeah, very, very, very fun. A lot of boos. I'm sure they'll be pretty fast in their building, pretty comfortable. So, yeah, we're going to have to be really good if we want to go down there and win.
I was feeling real comfortable in here. I'm like, wow, I've never been here before, man. They're chanting SVP. I was like, oh, wait, no, that's MVP. That's MVP. It's your house, man. Thank you for having us. Congratulations on a great night.
Scott.
We'll see you on Wednesday in Indianapolis.
Absolutely.
Thank you very much.
I'm on fire. The CDA on the list.